Hey everybody, this is Guys Comic Life bringing you a new comic book haul video. So, today I'm going to show you this week's comic book haul as well as last week's haul because I didn't get a video out. I didn't pick up much last week, so I think that showing both weeks together will give a lot more content, and that way I can just talk about all the books in a little more detail. So I guess, I don't know, what is it today? January 25th, so this will be like January 23rd's week, and then what is it, the week of the 16th. So last week, Venom 10. Oh man, this is one of the best comic books that, like, ongoing. I can't stress enough how much Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman mean to comics right now. Like, Donny Cates is single-handedly saving Marvel with everything that he's doing. Everything else is, like, without Donny Cates, I'd probably only be picking up Amazing Spider-Man. But Stan Lee always said what makes a great comic book is you could pick up an issue without reading any of the other issues and not understanding the continuity, and, you know, it could just take your breath away. And this is one of those issues. Venom 10 deals with a lot of Eddie Brock's past, like, not just the origins of Venom, but the origin of Eddie Brock and how he came to be. It's such a simple story. It's just Eddie talking to his half-brother Dylan at a diner, and he's saying why his dad hates him so much, and he killed somebody in a car crash because he was drunk, and he killed an innocent person, and that's why he wants to protect the innocent, because he ruined his family. He ruined his family's life because his family was wealthy, his dad was rich, and his father now hates him because of that. He had to bribe a bunch of lawyers and make the incident go away with all his money and assets. And at the end we learn, big spoiler here, Eddie Brock has cancer again, and that's why the symbiote and him are disconnected right now. And the alternate Reed Richards, the maker, is with him trying to cure him of his cancer. So this is a really powerful issue. And I will always pick up the Amazing Spider-Man issue 13, Ryan Ottley art, Nick Spencer story. Not really a huge fan of this, the artwork, but the story is very good in here. So I love the whole bromance between Spider-Man and Jonah. This can be a big, this is like a big, like, nod to the fans of the 1960s comic books, I feel, because you have this is the big man here, and the Enforcers are in the story, and they feature classic villains like the Scorpion and the Vulture and Taskmaster. So pretty cool. There's a cool backstory about the origins of J. Jonah Jameson and the big man. This is actually a spoiler, the big man's son, who's out for revenge because he thinks Spider-Man killed his father, and that was a story that happened in the 60s. I don't think this is the Crime Master, big man, someone like that. Yeah, Frederick Foswell was his name. Very good story. Can't wait to see where that all goes. Now we're into DC. This book really disappointed me. I've supported Brian Michael Bendis' run, but I think I'm gonna drop the book after this because this issue was really horrible. This is Superman 7. Now, I really liked Rogol-Zar and the story of Earth being trapped in the Phantom Zone, and I liked the Man of Steel series, but aging up Superboy, it really didn't work. I feel it was really lazy of Bendis to age him up. I think showing how bad of a parent Lois Lane was to Superboy while they were away really brought the book down. It just shows Lois and Clark were not good parents to John. Making Jor-El crazy is not a good decision at all. Very poor story arc. I'm not interested anymore. DC is going through a lot right now. They just fired a lot of their staff. I think Dan Didio is the next to go. I don't like the direction he has taken any of their books. I think Tom King's Batman, like issue 1 through 40, was perfect. And then that whole Poison Ivy story was ridiculous. The ending of the marriage, the Mr. Freeze story, the book just feels really disjointed now. It's just jumping from place to place to place. You don't know what's happening. And now they're having like a Heroes in Crisis tie-in, 64 and 65. Those issues aren't even going to have to do with the past 3. The last 3 haven't even had anything to do with the other issues, even though 63 was okay. it just feels like so disjointed. There's no continuity. Like some of the artwork's been good, but the book is just not there either. So yeah, not into Superman or Batman right now. DC's just got to get it together. Luckily, one of the saving graces is Detective Comics. You have Peter Tomasi, a great writer on the book. Just thank God we have Tomasi writing Detective Comics right now. Otherwise, I'd be pretty upset with Batman right now. Can't wait for issue 1000. There's a lot of great variant covers coming out for that. And they do a variant for each of the eras, like the 30s and 40s and 50s and so forth. I think like Frank Miller's doing a cover, Jock is. Like for every era, like the best artist in that era is doing the artwork. Batman Who Laughs 2. I didn't pick up the Jock cover. I picked up the Ben Oliver variant because I thought this one was sweet. I'm into the hyper-realism, and I like the story of how Batman is fighting off the Joker toxin, and he's trying not to become the Batman Who Laughs. And it's so weird. He recruits James Gordon's serial killer son to help him to defeat the Man Who Laughs and the Grim Knight. So, unless it's written by Snyder, who's my favorite Batman writer, or Tomasi, not interested. And the books from this week, Batman 63, I just kind of talked about this a little bit. This issue was okay. The last two were pretty bad. I was interested in the Penguin story. Like, I thought it was finally coming back to, like, it's saving, like, this was its saving grace, was the Penguin story. Like, we finally had 3 issues of good continuity, and now it's disjointed as hell, and I'm just like, oh my god, Tom King is just dragging this thing out, and I'm just like, dude, just bring back Catwoman and Bruce. Like, that's what I was really interested in. This is a great cover, though. I think Janin is a really good artist, and I love the way Constantine looks. Good colors, too. Now, I only picked this one up because this was supposedly the first appearance of Nama, the Dragon God, Aquaman 44. I like the artwork in this book, and I read through it, and I didn't see Nama anywhere. Now, unless this is Nama, and this is her in disguise, that's all I can think of. I didn't see Nama. Supposedly, she's like the sea evil witch goddess, and she like has like tentacles out of her head and stuff. I didn't see anybody like that in this book. Supposedly there was a cameo in the last issue. I didn't see anybody like this. So unless this is her disguise, that's her. No idea. She's definitely going to be in the next issue though, because she's on the cover. So that'll be her first cover appearance, unless that is her. Alright, so again, Donny Cates Saving Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy #1, featuring the Cosmic Ghost Rider, one of the best new characters in comics, like a hybrid of the Ghost Rider and Frank Castle. So Thanos' eulogy is read when it's revealed that he's dead to the Marvel Universe, that he was killed by Gamora, and his will and testament is read, and it's revealed that his conscience is going to be uploaded into somebody's body. And the eulogy ceremony is attacked by the Black Order. They steal his body. A new Guardians team is formed of, spoiler, Groot, Star-Lord, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Beta Ray Bill. Who else is in there? By looking at this cover, Beta Ray Bill. Oh yeah, this chick's in here. Don't know her name. I need to find out her name. But I'm really liking this. And it turns out that Hela, the goddess of death, stole Thanos' body. Will it be uploaded into her conscience? We don't know. We have got to wait and see. Kind of sounds like they're trying to bring him back to life. Not sure where it's going to go, but I'm interested. It's good. It's good writing. It's a good story. Now, speaking of good stories, and this is not a Donny Cates book. This is just good on its own. This has been amazing. This is Immortal Hulk, issue 12. And this is the first appearance of the One Below All. Hulk is trapped in hell. God, Al Ewing is killing it on this book, and the artwork is fantastic. Joe Bennett, man. Alex Ross does these amazing covers. The combination of the story, I really like the backstory they give Bruce Banner in this book, showing that his father was abusive and he didn't want him, and he kind of always knew that he was infected with the gamma radiation. Man, it was really compelling. I can't wait to see the ending of the Hulk in Hell storyline in the next issue, and The one below all looks kind of odd, but nevertheless, it's good writing. God, you gotta love the Immortal Hulk. I was never a big Hulk fan, but this series is changing that for me. So yeah, just a quick recap. DC is going through a lot right now. Big changes for them. Dan Didio probably might be let go and be given a big severance package. I don't know if Jim Lee's going to stay. I know they just fired somebody today. I think like a big illustrator, someone that's been with the company for 26 years. I can't think of his name right now. But that's pretty sad that they're letting people go, and I understand why. You know, the books aren't selling, and it's because they're not good, and it's because Didio completely screwed everything. Rebirth started out so good. It's a shame because Tomasi started Superman, and Action Comics was written by somebody else. I think Dan Jurgens. But those were both very good, and we had a Superman book come out every week that was really good. And Michael Bendis came along, and the Man of Steel story was good, like that 6-issue miniseries. And I think it's because he's good at writing the graphic novel format. He's not good at putting new ideas into characters that already exist. Like, he's good at creating new characters, but touching on mythology that's already been written. Brian Michael Bendis is not that good. That's why he thrived in creating Miles Morales and rewriting the Ultimate Universe, because it's stuff that's already been done before. So I'm not really a fan of Superman anymore, and DC really blew it, and I hope they get their shit together. And Marvel's doing a lot better with Immortal Hulk, Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, Donny Cates, great stuff. They just really need to keep that identity politics and social justice pandering out of their books, and they would sell even better. But Marvel continues to do well, they continue to do better, and it's because I think people like their characters more because of the movies. Anyway, guys, that's it. Those are my comics, and I will probably be giving you another comic video in another 2 weeks, because not much coming out this week that I'm going to be picking up. Anyway, if you like the content and the books, please give a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out.